Watch the Uno cards.
It's the card!
Wave it back and forth. Just be patient and be very gentle. It's like this. Watch.
Where'd they go? But you just had them.
What's good? Welcome back to How to Magic. Magic! I am your host, Evan Era. Today I'm showing you how to do 3 magic tricks with cards for kids.
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love it.
Okay, trick numero uno takes a classic card game to a magical level. Take a look. Hey Ava, you want to play a game of Uno? I've actually never played Uno before. Do you know what the point of the game is?
Yeah, to get rid of your cards.
To get rid of them?
Yeah.
Okay, have you looked at your cards yet?
No.
Check them out. Alright, did you look at your cards?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so I'm going to see if I can use a little bit of magic to win the game right now. So if I take my cards like this, watch.
Where'd they go? But you just had them. Did they go up your sleeve?
No, nothing up my sleeves. Nothing inside. Even check my pockets. Does that mean I win?
No. It would, but you...
Cheated?
Yeah.
Okay, here is the secret behind the magic disappearing Uno cards. Okay, here is what you need to set up the magic disappearing Uno cards. You're going to need some Uno cards. I like to do a spread of like maybe 7, 8, or 9 of them, all in different colors. You're gonna gather up this packet. This is all you're gonna need from the deck of Uno cards. The next thing you're gonna need is a piece of stretchy elastic. Now you can pick up a piece of stretchy elastic like this at a craft store, or you could use a long rubber band. Your next step is to attach a small safety pin to one end of the elastic cord. Once you've attached the safety pin to the elastic cord, we're going to set this aside and move on to our next step. Okay, the next step is to take our Uno cards and gather them up into a stack like this. Next step, take a hole punch. If you're a kid, you're going to need an adult supervision for this. You're going to take the hole punch. So now that we have holes punched through all of our cards, we're going to string the other end of the elastic cord through the hole. So the elastic cord is going to go through the hole just like that, and then you're going to tie it around the base of the cards. Make sure you tie a good tight knot. And now we have our stack of Uno cards all joined together by the elastic band. So we can fan them out like this to show all the cards and cover that hole and the elastic band with our thumb. Now here's where the other end of the elastic band goes. Let me show you. You're actually going to attach the other end inside of your coat. So you need to be wearing a jacket or an overcoat. So you're just gonna take the little safety pin and you wanna clip it inside, like right about here should be good. Just like that. So now this is gonna create an anchor. This is actually called a pull. It's a classic way to make something disappear in Magic. All you're gonna do is use the elasticity of the stretchy piece of cord to make the cards pop back into the jacket, hidden from the spectator's view, and it makes it look like they just magically disappear in your hand. So if you didn't know, the object of the game of Uno is to get rid of all your cards. So you can have a fan of Uno cards like this, show them off to your spectator, then you're gonna square them up in your hands like this, and say, watch, if I just wave, the cards magically disappear. And that is how you do the magic disappearing Uno cards. Here's a fun card trick that will steal their heart. Check it out. So I have a deck of cards. Someone want to hold the box?
I do.
Hold the box. So all the cards are different. You can see. Yes, all different ones. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the deck like this, and I'm going to do that down the side of it.
Yep.
And you just say stop whenever you want. I'm going to have you say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right there. Take a look at the card and show it to everyone else. Got it? Show it to the camera. Got it? Okay. If you will, put it back anywhere in the deck. Right there is fine. We'll just lose it inside. We'll shuffle. Okay. Now, if I snap my fingers, the card actually jumps out of the deck and it goes right here to the box.
What?
It goes inside. Right here. You still remember the card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? What was it?
6. Hearts.
6 of hearts, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Wait,
Why did it do that?
Wait, that's the 7.
Yeah.
That's not the 6, right? You
Yeah.
said the 6, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can fix it. See, that's the 7. We want to make it the 6.
Yeah.
Watch.
What? How did you do that? He ate that.
It's cool, right? Alright, here's how it's done. I'm about to reveal the secret. The secret to this trick is extremely simple, and I'll teach you how it's done right now. Okay, here's what you're gonna need for this fun card trick. You're going to need some fondant. This is actually cake icing. This is the icing you use to make stuff on cakes like this. And you're going to need these 6 of hearts from a deck. You're also going to need a duplicate 6 that is the exact same 6 from a different deck of cards that matches this one. So the fondant is basically just sugar paste. We're gonna take a little bit of this, don't need a whole lot. You're gonna take a card like the 2 of heart, and you're gonna use the heart on the 2 as kind of a guide to cut your fondant. So you're gonna lay this over top of the heart, then you're gonna take another card and use it to kind of smush the fondant and flatten it out. So once you've flattened it out a bit, you're gonna lay it over and do it again. You wanna keep flattening this out until it gets super, super thin. You can kind of cut off some of the excess with your card and scrape it away. It's almost like Play-Doh, like edible Play-Doh. So now that we've got that trimmed away, we're gonna press it again. Now once it starts to get really thin, you'll start to be able to see the heart through the fondant. That's key because we're gonna use the outline of the heart to cut out the same shape out of the fondant so that we can apply it to our 6. You can use a knife, or you can use another card or a pair of scissors. If you're a kid, obviously you need a parent's supervision with this part. And if it's not all the way perfect, it's okay because you're gonna flatten it out again. You just wanna try and get the shape as best you can and then trim off the excess. And then we're gonna flatten it one more time. Now we can trim up the edges once more. And that's looking pretty good. Now that you have the shape cut out of the fondant, you're gonna very carefully use your card and lift up the edge. Now that you have the heart removed, you're going to apply it on the 6, right in the middle where the pip would be on the 7. Line that up, and the stickiness of the fondant will naturally cause it to stick in place. So now if we cover the 6s on this card, it'll look a lot like the 7 of hearts. Now obviously you're seeing it really up close here, but from a distance it looks really convincing. That's the 7. We want to make it the 6. Watch. And that is how you do the magic edible card trick. Okay, here's a fun card trick that you can do at home with something that you probably already have in the kitchen. So I have a deck of cards here. They're all different, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go through the cards like this.
Yeah.
I want you to say stop whenever you want, okay?
Stop. Stop.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right, that card. So take a look. The Queen of Spades, okay? All right, Queen of Spades. Look, the Queen's gonna go right here. I just hold it like this and I give it a wave, watch. Shake it, actually just disappears.
What?
It's gone.
Wait, what?
Do you know where it went?
No.
No. It actually vanishes from the deck. It's not at my sleeves.
Yeah.
You can see?
Yeah.
So it's gone. It's not in my pockets. You can see?
Yeah.
Not in this one. It's actually, did you hear the toaster?
What?
If you look right here,
Wait.
in the Pop-Tart.
Is that the card? Please tell me that's not the card. It's the card!
Pop-Tarts for everyone.
Yay.
It's a good one, huh? The setup for this one is super simple. Here's a quick tutorial. Here's what you need to set up the Pop-Tart card trick. You're gonna need a parent or an adult's help with one part of this trick. You're gonna start out with 2 duplicate cards. That's right, the one that they pick in the deck of cards is not the same one that's in the Pop-Tart. We're going to use a duplicate card. That means a twin of the exact same card from a separate deck. So you're gonna need 2 decks of cards. You're gonna pull the King of Diamonds or a different card out. You wanna make sure that they match each other. One card is going to start out inside the Pop-Tart before the trick starts, and the other card we're going to make them pick with a method called a force. So here's the part where you're gonna need an adult's help. You're going to need to use an X-Acto knife or a very sharp kitchen knife to cut the Pop-Tart. Let me show you how. So the ones we've had the best luck with doing this are the s'mores Pop-Tarts. There's just something about the makeup of this crust that works better than the other Pop-Tarts, and something about the filling that's very easy to slide the card into. So you wanna get these s'mores Pop-Tarts. Not an advertisement, but it could be. That being said, I will not refuse any boxes of s'mores Pop-Tarts. So you're gonna take your X-Acto knife, and you want to find the edge of the Pop-Tart, the short edge. That's not the long edge, but the short edge. You want to find the one that is not covered with icing. The graham cracker type edge. So you're going to take the X-Acto blade and you're going to try and line it up right in the middle of the Pop-Tart. It's going to very gently cut right down the middle, just like this. You want to go back the other way, and you want to kind of go down with the X-Acto blade until you feel it naturally starts sticking into the marshmallow and chocolate center. Cut right down there very carefully, and and you would want to have an adult's help with this if you're a kid. So once you've made your cut, you're then going to take your duplicate card and you're going to begin sliding it down into the Pop-Tart. Very gently line it up like that and just start to work it down in there. I'm going to be very gentle with this. Just be patient and be very gentle. The Pop-Tart is like perfectly sized to hold a playing card. Push it all the way down to the edge as far as you can. Once you have the card pushed all the way down to the edge of the Pop-Tart, you're then going to take another card and use it to push the card all the way down inside. Kind of sink it down in there. Now that you have the card inside, you can kind of pinch the two sides of the cut back together. You just want to make sure when you load the Pop-Tarts in the toaster before the trick starts that this side is down. So you're going to load the Pop-Tart in like this with your cut side down. You could even prepare another Pop-Tart with another duplicate card, like the same one, so that they could pick either one of the Pop-Tarts once they pop up, or you can just take another normal Pop-Tart, pair it with another one in the toaster, and make sure you pick the one that has the cut on the bottom. It's great if you can load these in the toaster on the longest setting possible. You can actually time out your toaster beforehand. Don't put anything in it and set it to the longest setting. Push the lever down to start the toaster and start a timer on your phone or on your microwave. Then you know exactly how long it is from the time when you start the toaster to when they pop up. So it'll be different for each toaster. But it's great if you can time the trick to where after the card is vanished from the deck, the Pop-Tarts pop up. It's kind of this natural moment for your spectator to realize what's happening in the trick. You then remove one of the Pop-Tarts so you can have them choose one, open it up, and inside is their selected card. Okay, that was step 1, setting up your Pop-Tart. Step 2 is learning how to force a card on your spectator. That is, make them pick the card that you want them to choose. So we're going to start out with our duplicate card. That is the card that's identical to the one that we loaded in the Pop-Tart. We're going to start out with this card on the bottom of our deck. So you take your deck of cards and put the card you want them to pick on the bottom. You're then going to flip the cards over in your hand, hold them like this. This is a classic card force. All you're going to do is put your thumb on the bottom of the deck. You're going to put your thumb on that card that you want them to pick. You're gonna go right there on the king's face if you're gonna use the king. The cards are right here in your hand, and you're gonna pull the cards back with your middle finger from the front. So your hand's in this position, the thumb's underneath, and the middle finger pulling the cards back like this. And you tell them, say stop whenever you want. They say stop. And whenever they say stop, all you're gonna do is pull the bottom card. See it right there? My thumb is just gonna pull that bottom card out with the rest of the cards. And then I'm gonna flip it over like this and show them that card. Now to them, it looks like the card that they stopped on. Seems like it was a complete free choice that they said stop whenever they wanted, and then you turn this card over, and that was the one they picked. So at full speed from a cutaway view, it's like this. They say stop whenever they want. You pull that card out and flip it over. Practice it a couple times before you show the trick off to anyone. You want to make sure you get this right before you go showing it to an audience, because you don't want to make a mistake and ruin the trick. So make sure you practice a few times. Once you've got it right, you've practiced it a few times, you're confident that you can perform it correctly, go force the card, and you'll know how to make them pick the correct card every single time. Okay, that was step 2. Here's step 3, which is making the card disappear from the deck before it ends up inside the Pop-Tart. Once you have the card on top of the deck, you're then going to push the second card on the top of the deck. That's just a random card. In this case, it's 7 of spades. Just gonna push that over, and you're gonna hold these two cards together as one. Then you're gonna hold them by the corners, just like this, and you're gonna use your index finger right here to flip the cards over as you wave it back and forth like this. So you're here, wave it back and forth, and it will change into a different card. So you've got their card right here. It goes on top of the deck. You're going to push the second card on the deck over, hold them together as one, grab with your thumb and middle finger right here, index finger comes over, and as you shake back and forth, you're just going to turn that card over just like that. It's going to look like the card vanishes. You can then drop this back on the deck and leave the king on the top of the deck while you show this card front and back. Now that should be perfect timing for the toaster to pop up and you to reveal where the card went. And that is how you do the magic Pop-Tart card trick. Alright guys, it is giveaway time. I'm giving away our Magic Electric deck. This is our Magic Electric deck. It's available at EvanEraTV.com if you want to pick one up. I'm going to be giving away 3 of these in the comments section below. If you want to win one, all you have to do is give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section down below. So there's so many different things you can do with an electric deck. You can do like crazy fans like this. Those are available at EvanEraTV.com, but if you want to win one in the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment in the comment section section down below. Leave as many comments as you want. The more comments you leave on the video, the better your chances of winning a Magic Electric deck. I'll be mailing out 3 decks to 3 lucky winners. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and please share the video on your Facebook, Twitter, or with a friend via email or text message. These cards really make you look like a pro. Again, the link for our online shop is in the description. That's evaneratv.com. We have a lot of cool magic tricks for kids, and we ship them all worldwide. So check out our website if you want to pick up some cool magic gear for yourself or that young magician in your life. Alright guys, it's time to announce the giveaway winners from our last How To Magic video. The winners are these names right here. Send a private message on YouTube with your full mailing address to claim your prize. Congratulations to everyone who won that giveaway drawing, and good luck to everyone entering this giveaway drawing. Be sure to hit that thumbs up, leave your comments below. If you missed the last episode of How To Magic, it's right over there. Subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell so you see all of our videos. My vlog channel is right down there. If you want to subscribe to that and see some behind the scenes vlogs, the shop's down there if you want to grab some merch. Until next time, remember that anything is possible as long as you stay positive, work hard, and laugh at life. Love you guys.